Hey, what's going on, everybody? Your boy JC in the house. Everyday thoughts. Tonight's topic is: do men actually want a good black woman? I have a special guest with me tonight, Jan Marie. Um, talk about this tonight, so everybody gather around. Your boy JC in the house. Hopefully, she can get on tonight. What's going on, LaWanda? What's going on, Sierra? What's going on, Tori? What's going on, Jan? How's everybody doing tonight? Tonight's topic is: do men actually want a good, wholesome, decent black woman? Oh man, I said the same thing. All right, I guess you gotta set this one out. I guess I'll just take the lead and I'll take it over. We'll probably try to work it out another time. Everybody gather around. Your boy JC in the house. But yeah, though, do we actually want a good black woman? I feel like a lot of men, we say we want a good woman, but when the situation presents itself, we're really not ready for her. We don't have our stuff together. We don't have our finances. We don't have our mental mindset ready. So even before we are pursuing a woman, we're not complete within ourselves. So when we do come across a good woman, we're not ready for her, and we end up breaking her, breaking her down, and she become broken because of our incompleteness. That makes any sense. So what's going on, Ashley? What's going on, Caroline? You know, so that being said, as far as we're not really used to being with a good woman, I mean, a lot of brothers had horrible experiences with women, whether it was their mother, whether it was their grandmother, etc. We have had bad experiences with women in general, but our thing is, we have to be aware of what do we actually want. I mean, we can sit here and say that we want a good black woman, but at the end of the day, you know, that's not what that's not what our actions show. We want a good black woman, then we have to be a good black man. We can't have her be a good black woman if we're not able to raise our standard, raise our elevation, and pour into her as opposed to just taking. What's going on, Helen? How are you doing? We can't keep, taking from a good woman and depositing it somewhere else, especially with a woman who doesn't have our best interest. And I talked about that in one of my posts about how we impregnate women who don't have the same core value, who don't have the same vision of us, but we continue to cheat on those type of good women for a woman that has nothing but offer us as far as substance wise. What's going on, Yashonda? How are you? How are you doing tonight? But yeah, like I said, do we actually want a good black woman? Man, it's a tough one. I mean, I feel like deep down we do want somebody to love us, to care about us, but at the same time, we still have the lust of the eyes, still have the lust of the flesh. We still want to go out and meet more women. We know a lot of guys, they still like the chase, they still like the thrill of it, and they still don't really want to be with one woman. That's some people. But as a general, there's no point in trying to be with a woman. You're not trying to better yourself. You're not trying to upgrade her. You know. Hey, Auntie, how are you? How are you doing? But yeah, though we end up breaking her down because we're not complete ourselves. We're not happy within ourselves, and you can't be incomplete trying to be with a woman. You have to be healthy yourself. Make sure you're eating right. Make sure you're healthy yourself before you try to engage with a woman. And a lot of us, we're just being taught to just go out there and pursue a woman instead of just focusing on what we need to be a better candidate. What's going on, Queen? What's going on, Regina? It's a nice topic is do men actually want a good woman? And also that being said, though, I mean, a lot of brothers, they've had a good woman. They had a woman that was ride or die and did everything for her, but because we got complacent or communication breakdown, we lied, we cheated on her, we ended up losing her, or we didn't give her the same kind of respect that we did in the beginning, and we ended up losing her to another man. And that's the one thing we gotta work on as men is to work on our consistency. You know, we do so good in the beginning. We talk all that good yak to you in the beginning. You know, mid-time for the honeymoon stage, it ends. It's like, damn, you know, you get bored, we get complacent. It's like we're stuck, and we kind of want a new thrill. We want a new adventure. You know, we want that new excitement. You know, so you know, I can sit here and count on how many fingers. You know, a lot of men have just messed over a good woman and broken a woman, and yet we want to keep complaining why they're broken down, why they feel neglected and stuff because we're not loving them, we're not appreciating their value, not appreciating their worth. You know, I mean, I feel like if you're a man and you're coming across a woman, you should have somewhat of your stuff together. You know, I'm not saying you have to have a car, you have to have your own house, stuff like that, but you should have like at least a basis as far as having your mind right, at least having a job, because I mean you can't even do nothing for yourself. What makes you think you're ready for a grown woman? Okay, Auntie said they do. I'm just not sure they understand the importance of positioning themselves for the leadership role. Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, there's a lot of single moms out here and not enough men in the homes fathering these kids, teaching them how to cover, how to protect, how to provide for a woman, mentally, emotionally, spiritually as well. There's not enough men to teaching us. So when we get into a relationship, we don't know our role as a man, and she ends up having to put up with the slack, you know. And it's not fair for her that she has to be the mom or the girlfriend, and she has to be your mother. You know, when is she going to be the girl that you know can be in the passenger seat and just relax, you know, and understand that she has a man that's going to take control and just dominate as far as the situation goes. Regina said they need vision. Yeah, you're right about that. You know, a lot of men don't have a vision, don't have a purpose, and you got to have both a vision for yourself, your own life, and you have to have a vision for your partner as well. A lot of women feel like, okay, a man has vision, he has goals, aspiration, but that doesn't mean that he's, you know, it's for you. It doesn't mean you're all included into the package, you know. He could just having his own vision for himself, you know. What's going on, Andre? What's going on, Dre? You know, Marlon said, you cool, it's a woman, it's all she can present is good. I would gladly pass. I mean, be real with yourself, Marlon. You probably had a woman that was really good into you, but you neglected her and you didn't really care about her or you didn't love her enough until you saw her with another man. Like, be honest with yourself, man. You probably had one. You know, you probably had a couple, but you didn't know how to maintain the situation. You know, we all had one. I've had one. I messed it up, and you know, I'm guilty of that too. So it's something that we just have to do better as a collective of men, myself included. And Terrence said, every song on the radio is about booty. How's a man supposed to stay focused? Say the same. I mean, I feel like you love a woman, you're not going to be giving into your lust. You know, all that's lust, and you're the one that's putting in, you know, type of music into your pores. You know, you're pouring into your pores. So whatever you pour into yourself is what you're going to reproduce, and that's the same thing with a woman. If you're not giving her good, solid seeds to sow, then you know. You're talking about I haven't, brother. She's out there, but you gotta be able to understand yourself, who you are as a man, and live on your purpose, and you'll find her. And be focused and quit that negative mindset. You'll find her when you least expect it. Like, I'm dead serious. He said, when a woman take care of a man, the man becomes her child. Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, a lot of women are out here taking care of grown men, paying their bills, just being a second mother to them. There's not enough men that's out there leading, and that's why we're failing as a collective men, because we don't have enough leadership around us. You know, we just feel like all we have to do is go out there and work 9 to 5, and that's it. But like I said before, she has emotional needs, mental needs as well, that we have to make sure that we finesse. You know. What's going on, Pamela? What's going on, everybody? Your boy JC in the house. But yeah, though, I mean, if we don't treat her right, we can't expect her to reproduce anything positive. You know, we always calling her, putting her down, calling her names, and you know, always want to talk about she's too strong, she's too masculine, she's too independent. I'm like, have we ever actually thought about why she is strong, why she is independent, why she is in a more masculine frame of mind because we're not leading, we're not stepping up to the plate and being a good role model for these women. You know, abandonment is a real issue too. You know, we having all these children out of wedlock. We're not harvesting our seeds. You know, we want to plant all these seeds of different flowers, but we're not there to reap the benefit. Or we want to come in when the child is of age to come back in the child's life and want the child to accept them. You know, it don't work that way. You can't just be a part-time father trying to raise kids when you want to, or just be a part-time dad just going to certain events when you feel like it. You know, you got to be on the grind day in and day out. You know, you got to be able to sacrifice as well too. You know, Marla said it comes from having to take care of everything. We would gladly let the man lead. Yeah, I mean, I actually do feel like women would allow us to lead if we actually knew our roles, but a lot of us don't know our roles, and there's not enough men to teach men how to be men. But I think women would be acceptable to take a back seat or just be in the passenger seat and let us lead. But how can they do that when everything's on their shoulders, all the responsibility is on their shoulders? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But a lot of men feel like that women don't allow them to lead. But I feel like you're a leader. You know, you lead by example. You know, someone have to keep telling you about leadership. You know, I feel like if you on the basketball court, you know Kobe's a leader. You know LeBron's a leader. You know, Tom Brady, he's a leader. You know, he doesn't have to pump his chest like I'm a leader. Like, he just does it. And that's what we have to do is take the initiative to lead. You know, especially our women. You know, we don't harvest good crops, then what do you expect? You know, they have to do everything by themselves. What do you expect them to, get out the situation? And also too, and then we talking about as far as going to another race, like we want to be like, oh, white women are better, this and that. I'm like, they're not so much better. It's just they don't have that much stress that a black woman has to do. You know, she has to be at volunteer. She has to go to the doctor. She has to go to PTA meetings. She has to call off work. You know, she has to lose jobs just to make sure that the kids, don't act up at school. It's so much that a single mom, even a married woman, has to do just to put up with our inconsistencies as men. You know, we have to do better. We have to be proud and prolonged. You know, we can't keep talking about we the head. We don't want to take no kind of leadership, no kind of accountability, Terrence said if she leaves with her butt, what am I supposed to take from that? I mean, you're supposed to respect women regardless, I don't care what she's wearing. That's just like the situation we're having in Atlanta as far as a woman, guys saying, oh, you can't go out because you're wearing some type of dress or some kind of skirt. I mean, they need to feel protected at all times, so that has nothing to do with as far as how we treat them. We need to treat them like we would want another man treating our daughter, our mother, our aunt, our cousin, etc. Rochelle, what's going on? Camilla said the other thing is a good partnership requires to know the person's strength and maybe the lady is best at running the house, and it should not make our men feel less than a man. A team requires everyone to play their part and not always what society makes men and women roles to be. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I feel like, y'all both work, y'all both contribute to the household, the finances, just be there for each other, and quit allowing society to dictate what's going on in your household. Just because she makes a lot of money, it doesn't mean that she's better than you, doesn't mean she doesn't need you, Like I said in the previous post, well, she don't have a choice but to be strong and independent if the men in her life are not stepping up to the plate and being the leaders that they've been called to be, Like I said, everybody got to play their part. So that was a good comment. I said it shouldn't be fair that every time you go to a house, the first person going to open the door is a woman, It should, I would like to see a man open that door, this is my wife, this is my kids, my family. I'm holding stuff down in my household, That's what I like to see. Instead of you open the door and it's like you see a single mom. No disrespect, but you see a single mother head in the household. I'm like, where's the men? Because 1.5 black men are missing, whether they're in jail, in prison, on drugs, or they just checked out of life, and it puts all the responsibility on the woman. So she doesn't have a choice but to be strong and independent. Yashonda said there are some women out here willing to submit to men as long as they're submitted to themselves and God, not themselves. Yeah, be it Keisha, we talked about that, narcissistic behavior. Y'all want to check that out, y'all can. But yeah, he has to be submitted to a higher power. If you don't believe in God, you don't believe in any kind of higher level, then, that might not be the person for you. Because y'all both have to be evenly yoked. Okay. So Tara said, you tell me that men can only be loved for what he provide. A lot of women, they date guys that can't provide. They all kind of dudes that's broke, that have money, the same guys that complain about women dating guys with money, complain that they keep dating the Pookie Ray Rays of the group. So, damn it she do, damn it she don't. Whoever she chooses and doesn't work herself out, she's going to get the short end of the stick regardless. What's going on, Jennifer? How's everybody doing? She's saying, I'm not strong, independent, I am surviving and providing a provider. Yeah, you're right about that, Yashonda. You really don't have a choice but to survive. It's not really about you being independent. It's just you really don't have no choice but to go out here and work, 40 plus hours. And then us as men, we have unreal expectations of women. We want y'all to go out there and work like a man, come home, cook, clean, give us sex when we want to. So it's like when does she have time for herself? When does she meditate? And then we're gonna get upset if she wants to have a girls' trip, she wants to go out the country, or just want to go out with her friends. We have an issue with that. Like, when does she get a break? She really don't, because she's on call 24/7. It doesn't matter, whether it's 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, she had to get that phone call. Oh, my baby, she's sick. Oh, I got to go to the hospital. Oh, it's 9, 10 o'clock. Oh, I got to get off work. Hey, what's going on, Keisha? How are you? But yeah, she gotta leave work and go to her children's school to make sure they're not acting up or they got detention. It's like, where's the father at? Like, why is he not helping her out? Why is she doing everything by herself? That goes to it. She has no choice but to be strong and independent, But yeah, but back to the topic as far as why do men, as far as we get a good woman and we don't know how to maintain her, because, like I said, we don't know our roles as men, and a lot of us, we're just selfish. We're just thinking about our needs, our wants, and we don't really care about her wants, her desires. We don't care if she's had a bad day. We don't care if she's, got the flu. We don't care about all that. All we care about is getting our needs met, and that's it. We're not willing to sacrifice. We put our time and energy to our jobs, our work, career, our profession, but when it comes down to our woman, we just want to be half doing it or just give her the bare minimum, which is unacceptable. We have to do better as men to make sure our women feel more than just a sex object. Take some time to go to a poetry event, go to a concert, go to the aquarium, or just go walking by the lake, or even when it gets to the summertime, go out for a picnic. So it's different ways to show her that you love and care about her. Same way as far as knowing her love language, whether it's physical touch, active service, quality time, gifts. I mean, you gotta figure out what her love language is and cater to what that need, and vice versa for women. You guys have to know and love that person the way she wants to be loved, not the way you want to love. And that's a real red flag in relationships as well. Okay, Terrence said a lot of women are ungrateful to a good man. They pick great sex over love. I think some do, but I think majority of them, they do want a good man. They do want a man to be the cover, and they do want that kind of security when they come home after a long day of work and be like, I just want you to relax. I want you to relax. I got this. I got dinner ready. I got your favorite movie playing. I just want you to relax. Regardless if I work 8-10 hours, I still want you to feel welcome. I still want you to feel appreciated. I'm gonna light some candles for you. I'm gonna play you your favorite music. It's all kind of things to show her that you appreciate her, and that's the thing that we're lacking as men. Okay. Yashonda said, I think some guys check what is ideal for them, not propose to them. Yeah, like I said, we're really illogical. If you think about it, we keep saying that we want a good woman, but we're lusting over sex workers, we're lusting over Instagram models, so it really contradicts that self. It really contradicts itself. And then when we do find a good woman, and she's telling us that, okay, I want to be celibate. I want to wait till marriage to have sex. Okay, well, in a guy's mind, he's like, oh, I'm not waiting until marriage. I need to test drive you first. I'm like, you're going to be the main one talking about, oh, women need to take their time to get to know a guy. If she's telling you, oh, I want to wait till she get married, would you have an issue with that? Like, I don't see the issue. Like, you keep saying you don't want women to sleep around, but you're not going to wait till marriage to have sex with a woman. So it's all about your needs, your wants. So you're being very selfish. Okay. Jennifer said there are plenty of good black women out here. Problem is we don't have a perfect body. We tend to be like perfect 10s. Men tend to cover superficial stuff instead of what's real. A mature man looks beyond the physical. Yeah, you're right about that. What's going on, Tommy? Yeah, it's like we just look at the body, we look at the chest, the hips, the behind. We don't look at her mental, we don't look at, her nourishing, her children. We don't look at all that. We're just basically thinking with our head between our legs instead of the one on our shoulders when we're making a found decision, So we do less over women that do have, a nice body instead of the one that, might be book smart, that can help us, that's willing to help us build, etc., want to be a good mother, but we want to impregnate women that don't have the same core values or the same beliefs, Pamela said, it's natural to be attracted to certain things, but that's the only basis, then it won't work. Yeah, physical is not the only thing that's going to make something last. You have to have mental, you got to go through some stuff, some heartaches, some disbeliefs as well. That's one thing you got to realize too. You got to go through that journey. You got to go through the test. You got to go through, different seasons of your life, because everything's not going to be good. You're not going to be smiling every day. You're going to wake up, you're going to be depressed, you're going to be sad, you're going to feel like you're going to want to cry, but, you got to see how your partner is and how they treat you, and are they there for you for all that, or are they just kind of wasting your time? Marla says she ain't got to be a 10, she just got to be decent enough to look at the butt or a bonus. Her soul is beautiful. Yeah, that's good. We can say all that good stuff. We want our mind, we want our soul, but deep down, a lot of men are not looking for all that, and a lot of women, they know that too. And when they lash out and they're out here having promiscuous, that's what guys tend to lust over. You lust over the Carly B's, Nicki Minaj, but you tend to bash those type of women for being promiscuous. So you're really contradicting yourself on that standpoint. It's like you say you want this thing, but then you get her, and then you don't know how to maintain the situation. So yeah, you're right about all that. And as far as us wanting a good woman, we can want a good woman all day long, but I feel like guys still want something else. Like one woman isn't enough for some guys. They feel like they need to have a whole roster of women, and that's what a lot of dating coaches are telling a lot of men, just to get with a lot of women and just try to boost your ego, and up your body count. But at the same time, you're gonna sit here and shame a woman if she has slept with a lot of dudes. Like, that contradicts itself as well. Okay, Tara said, if a woman's main objective is to be sexy, what does she expect to attract? Yeah, you got a good point there. But the thing about it is, that's what those are the women that we're going after. We're not going after the ones that's sitting down, reading a book at the park or at the library. We're not going after those type of women. We see good women every day, but we do not approach them. We want to have the bad one. We have the one that's twerking. That's the one that we're listening to. That's the one that we're interested in. We're not thinking about the ones that's covered up, that's going to church, that's going to any kind of activities as far as volunteering. We're not checking those type of women. So we keep talking about we want a good woman. We see them every day, but we don't approach them, and we can't keep saying we want that, and we keep contradicting ourselves daily. She said she may be trying to get sexy because that's what it works. Yeah, I mean that's how it works. I mean, we can sit here and say we want women to cover up, but who's getting the attention? Who's getting the likes? Who's getting the followings? The ones that showing their cleavage. You know, they're getting the most attention. You know, regardless if we're saying that something we want or dislike. You know, we can't say that we want women to cover up and we're not giving those kind of women the kind of attention that they deserve. You know, that kind of contradicts itself as well. You know, we gotta be honest with that. You know, be honest with ourselves. Is that what we want? You know, and I know a lot of us we've been conditioned to want a good woman, but you know, is that what we really want, or we just want that on the side, but we still want to go out and chase other women? You know, so we gotta make up our mind. What do we want, gentlemen? You know, what do we really want? I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. You know, a woman can post some good facts and she may get only like 5 or 6 likes. But as soon as she posts a picture half naked, she getting all these brothers, hey beautiful, hey gorgeous, you look sexy. Oh my gosh, like it just all these guys in her inbox. But a woman that's classy, you know, posting facts, posting articles, she don't get no kind of recognition, you know. So who are the women going to gear this towards if that's what the men are lusting over? Exactly. Yeah, you're right about that. Our music well tell us to disrespect women, that we got to have a lot of women as well too. But you can't go by what society says. You know, you got to go by your own core values, your own beliefs. You know, you quit going everything with celebrities. You know, let's with the music. You know, let's figure out what we want. We want one person. Okay, cool. If you want to be polygamy, cool. Be honest with yourself and be honest with whoever you come in contact with, you know? So, yeah, I don't want to blame anything outside of a person's decision making, because all that's exterior, all that can change, because you don't have to listen to that kind of music. You know, you want a woman, you can go out there and find her. That's what you really want. That's what you're seeking. You know, you don't have to go after multiple women and stuff, you know. Terrence said music is key through, I bet. You know what's going on with Carly B. Yeah, but those are the guys, these are the women that guys tend to impregnate and, you know, have kids by. You know, the Carly B's, who else? You know, like you impregnate those ratchet women. These are the women that are carrying your seeds, yet you tell them that you don't want them. So once again, you're contradicting yourself, you know. So, but yeah, though, I'm gonna wrap it up real quick. I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Y'all have any questions, let me know. Feel free to like, share, subscribe to the video, and subscribe to my channel. Everybody, y'all have a blessed night. Peace.